there is somebody leaned on sooner in the waiting room.
Is joining. Is joining.
Okay. Okay. So now the next bit is okay. So Jonathan is showing his screen. Jonathan, show your screen. Document,
Mr. Ronald?
Jonathan. Yes. Go on.
Mr. Ronald?
Yes.
Yes, I think now we can go to the waiting rooms. Okay. Then Teacher Mike.
Okay, Mr. Kaziba, we are still going to do something here before we go. Eh?
Okay.
Stop sharing. That is good. Stop sharing. You are going to practice in the room. Okay. So within the presentations, we shall put speaker view such that your screen is central. I'm going to stop Asimwe. I'm going to stop. Okay. Okay. So we'll put speaker view such that we can actually spotlight the person who is speaking. Now, when we spotlight you, it means that we can see you clearly, okay? So what you can do, for some of you, you can put a blackboard. You can put a blackboard behind you on a wall. These are manila papers. I fixed them with the masking tape. So I want to see if I can write there. If I'm a discussant, maybe I can write there, and I could bring it closer or even further a bit and see. Stop, Asimwe, stop sharing. Asimwe, stop sharing your screen.
Mr. Ronald, can you first disable them? Disable them from sharing.
When I do that in the meeting, we go to the breakout rooms, we shall fail. Eh?
Okay,
fail.
Okay, because, okay, let's
just ask them to. Okay, so I have my blackboard here, and depending on the height of my laptop, I can take a position to be able to explain my work. So I could say 2/3 plus 3/4 divided by 1/2 minus 1/3. And then I can continue then.
So we cannot see you.
Mr. Kaziba, can you see?
Yes, I can see. You have written the fraction.
But they say it's not clear. Is it clear or it's not?
It is clear.
So
I can see.
It may not be a very feasible option, but if you're using,
see you, Mr. Dungu.
If you are using a phone and your sister, brother, the light is too much.
Mr. Ronald, could you use this first chart? The first chart this side.
This one here.
I think that one could be a little clear.
Sure.
Okay. Yes.
The cos of 30 degrees is x out of 12. So x is 12 times cos 30. So you can, and then you pick your calculator and you tell us cos 30 times 12 is equal to 10.3923. And maybe, I don't know what your teachers have told you, 2 decimal places. So you can write on a board, but the other option is if you are using a phone, the other option is if you are using a phone, your brother or sister, or even your parent could pick that phone and point to the wall as you discuss, and we see your work. So that is the third option that we can have in this seminar. And it's going to be upon what is best to do it. We need to do it well. I want us to stop there, and these are the instructions. These are the instructions we have in the breakout rooms. Let's admit someone there who is coming in before we give instructions. Any question? Yes, James?
Excuse me, Mr. Dungu. I think
Sunday, your voice is not clear.
Yes? James?
Yes, please, Mr. Dungu.
Your voice is not.
Martin, can you go on?
The voice is not clear. It is on and off. We are not able to hear you.
Excuse me, Mr. Dungu, I was thinking, because on the options of sharing.
Okay, but James, did you see when I was writing on the board?
Yes, I saw that. But on the options of sharing, there is an option of whiteboard. Couldn't that be put to use?
Okay. So let's also go through that. So when you are sharing, instead of sharing screen, you share the whiteboard. And then you have the whiteboard. And since we already know how to annotate, I hope people writing on the board would be the problem. I have to practice writing on the board myself. But I can also type, and I don't want to type in mathematics also here. Type, but I don't want to type in mathematics. So this option is there, but you need to practice it. And that's why we were avoiding it this time, because we don't have a lot of time. So the annotation button, we only use it for underlining and emphasizing. But if somebody can practice, is there somebody who has practiced with a board and can write? I know Mr. Kaziva can, but anyone can write here clearly, and we see if they can use it. Please, let me stop sharing. Share your whiteboard and write there, and we see, because it will give us chance. Of course, the phones are good. Okay. So you are going to practice. Let's stop sharing. We are going to practice this. Mr. Kaziva, could you break us into groups? And then when we return, how many minutes are we going to use in the groups, Mr. Kaziva?
We can use around 10 or 15. Then
okay,
we are going to distribute the teachers that we have. Teacher Mike, then Teacher Ivan, Teacher Irene. We are going to distribute you to Hope in the different rooms that we are going to create. Teacher Goretti. So we are going to distribute you and you Hope in those different rooms. So we have created 9 rooms. So we are going to break off in those rooms.
Okay, maybe just to let you know what's going to happen in the rooms. when you get to the rooms, we want to make sure that people can share their screen, load their presentation, and write in their presentation. That is one. If somebody wants to use the Blackboard, they can also attempt to use the Blackboard, but give chance to people to share their screen and write in their presentation within the rooms. That's all the teachers are going to do. Don't worry, we shall correct your presentations as you submit them to us, or even on that day, when there is an error in your presentation, we shall just tell you to do this. So we are going to the rooms. Please join the rooms. There is something that is coming onto your screen to say join this room. You click and join. You click and join. You click and join. Pauline, we shall answer your question from the room. Those who are still here, there is a prompt on your screen telling you join this room.
Glenn, can you join? Royal, not yet join. Asema, join. Solomon, join. Jonathan, join, please. Teacher Ivan, Mirembe, let's join. Prosper, you are still here. Glenn,
Look
and
at your
Royal.
screen, there is an option, there is a prompt. There's a prompt telling you to join a room.